Hello everybody, this is Luca Garcelli. We are going to review and predict the grand final of Eurovision Song Contest 2023 that will take part tomorrow on Saturday the 13th in Liverpool. I have in front of me my notes. I ranked the countries from 26 to 1 in 3 categories: jury, televote, running order, and I will talk also of the betting odds, because my opinion it's very important. There are some difference between what thinks the bookies and the market exchange and what I think from the countries. This is because you never know how will react the televote to the running order. You will have in front of you in the screen the running order right now, the 26 countries that will take part in the grand final, and we are going to start from 26 to 1. We are stopped in the top 5 to speak a little bit more about if these countries has still chance to win the competition. I will rank these countries very briefly because I don't want this video will be a mess of 30-40 minutes speaking of nothing. So I watched the semi-final 1, watched the semi-final 2, watched the rehearsals and the pre-parties, and I have a very clear idea of this list. So if your opinion is not the same as mine, you have to think that this is not my opinion. This is an objective opinion, a prediction. I want Spain and Portugal to win, but probably won't happen. So this is objective with stats, numbers, and while considering the countries in our hand. Okay? Sorry for the lightning, sorry for the nose. It's a cloudy day here in my country, and the neighbors, as always, are making noise at this hour of day. So here we go. We'll start position number 26. Blanca with solo will perform in the number 4 in the running order. I predict for her 10 points of jury mark, maybe some countries, neighbor of Poland, 10 points of the televote due to the diaspora votes. Odds thinks this is a 24th in the grand final, 20 overall points for Blanca. I think there's a flea right there. Okay, I'm thinking that she performed well for her level in the semi-final, but came last. Okay, number 25, I'm sorry, but this is Slovenia. This will perform the number 24th in the running order. I predicted the points I predicted, it's a points more or less 20, 30, 40, 35, not an exact number of points because, you know, it's very difficult. 20 points for Slovenia for the jury mark, and another 20 points of the televote. Slovenia is a very good band, Joke It Out with Carpe Diem, but Slovenia, you don't use it to have any neighbors that vote big for them. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. Market thinks this will fight for the top 15, and I'm glad to watch that. I ranked 25, but it's in my number top 10 of the year. You know, if you watched my ranking videos. Number 24, Albania, and Familia Kelmendi will perform in the number 10th, but between some big ballads as Sweden, Italy, Estonia, even Spain. So I ranked them as a number 24. 40 jury points. There's not a lot of Balkans countries this year, and only 15 televote points. So we'll end in 24 position with 55 points. Market thinks this will be the last country of the Balkans in the position number 18th. Some positions ahead. My prediction number 23. This is Gustav with Because of You, Belgium. Will perform in the number 16th of the running order, second at the beginning of the second part, the running order. Yeah, this is interesting stuff, good vocals, good backing vocals, it's a party. I predicted 20 points of the televote only, maybe I'm wrong, and 40 points of the jury. Maybe I'm wrong because of you, because market thinks this will end near the top 10. I don't know, I really don't know. This could go either hand, okay? Either way. So, number 22, sadly, this is, it's not sadly, but it's sadly that ends in the number 22 because this is my number 8 of the year. This is Alika with Bridges from Estonia. I'm very happy because yesterday she went to the final, but performing in the number 12 of the ranking order between Italy and Thailand, another big ballads in the first half. I think the televote won't be kind with her. I read some comments talking this is a ballad that not a lot of people are on board, so I put only 5 points of televote for Estonia, the last in televote, and 60 points of the jury. I hope some more points of the jury, but as you can see in the first places of this ranking, juries will go big for some countries, and I'm expecting that don't go big for another one. So Estonia has not a lot of friends in Eurovision, 65 points in the position number 22. Market thinks this is a coin toss between Estonia and the other Baltic entry, Lithuania, and market positioned this Estonia entry in the low part of the scoreboard. So number 22 for me. Number 21, maybe a surprise, it's Maya Muller with I Wrote a Song from the UK. It's not a surprise because market thinks this will came last. Wow. This will closing the second part of the final. It's not easy to perform in the closing the final, as we already know for the past experience, or you have a very good song, or maybe televote will kill you. I put only 25 jury points, maybe I'm wrong. This is based in what I saw in the rehearsals and in the Eurovision TV show that showed yesterday Spain, UK and Ukraine for the first time. So 25 jury points, 45 televote points. I put her as in the 21 position, but market thinks this is the last of this entry. Will be for me very rare that Poland overcome UK or other countries in this list. But this is what the market thinks. Number 20, this is Cyprus, Break a Broken Heart. I ranked him in 20 position. This is obviously Andrew Lambro. Will perform 7th in the running order, first half of the final. Maybe a little bit early, sandwiched between France and Spain. Very difficult for Cyprus. 45 jury points. For sure, there are countries as Greece or other juries that will appreciate that. But televote, I only put 40 points, and maybe I'm being generous, knowing how wild televote is sometimes. So 20 position for Cyprus, 85 total points. Market thinks this will fight for the top 15, and I agree with that. Number 19 is my number 10 of the year in the songs. We are talking about the songs, not the ranking performance. This is Vesna with My Sister's Crown. Number 19th will perform in the second part of the final in the slot number 14th, opening the second part of the final. 45 jury points. I'm not so sure about the vocals. Only 40 points from the televote. I hope a little bit more from the televote, but who knows? This is very unpredictable. It is 85 total points. Market thinks they will fight as Cyprus for the top 15. I wanted a top 10 for Vesna, but this will be wild. Market puts Vesna in the part maybe 10th, 11th, 12th, in the high part of the top 15, so a lot of luck for them. Number 18, another surprise because it's the number 1 in the running order. This is Teja and Salena, Who the Hell is Edgar? I rank them in the number 18th of this list. It's in my number 10 of this year, but opening the same is very difficult. You can saw in the past, for example, Czech Republic, We Are Domi, very low ranked in televote, starting at first. I saw yesterday their performance was okay, but nothing impressive in my opinion. I go very big for the po hook, but I don't know if starting opening the final will be a better than 15. So market thinks this will fight for the top 15, obviously, but don't think this will fight for the top 10 or even the top 5. I put them 40 jury points. I think vocals are not bad. Maybe some juries will rank this in the middle of their list, and 50 televote points for sure. This would have achieved 150 or 120 in the second part of the final, but this is the running order the EBU puts to Austria. So 18th position, 1 position ahead, number 17th. This is Remo Forer with Watergun. Third in the running order, Switzerland is one of the favorites to come top 5 in the jury. I'm not so sure, but I put him 75 jury points, but only 20 televote points. I know this is a televote friendly ballad, but third in the running order, very difficult to shine. It's between Portugal and Poland. It's a very different song, and I think televote who can vote for Remo, not in big numbers, but maybe more than I predicted. Market think this will fight for the top 15, so it's okay for me. It's a good ballad. Number 16th in the middle of this list is Moldova. Moldova will perform in the number 18th of the running order, just after Armenia and before Ukraine. So two tough one to perform between in. Moldova, I gave them, because there are girls and two men, 30 points of the jury. Maybe some Romanian jury will give points, another jury. I'm not so sure that they will rate high this ethnic book. And 70 points for the televote. Moldova used to be a country that receives a lot of points of the tele. I'm not so sure this year. Okay, it's a very catchy song, but I think televote will go big for other songs and let a little bit apart Moldova. So same points, 100 points in total. Market thinks this will fight for the low part of the top 15, and I agree with that. Number 15, my number 3 of the year, Curaçao. Mimicat from Portugal, amazing performance on Tuesday, but it's second in the running order. It's a shame. The first part of this finalist wild, so you can understand. I put 55 points of the jury. I think some juries, obviously, I hope the Spanish jury will appreciate that, and only 50 points for televote. The bad news here is that market thinks this will come last, just ahead the UK, 25th position. This is crazy. I disagree completely, but who never know how will affect the running order to a song. My opinion, 15th position, decent position. I hope her in better position, but third in the running order is very wild. 105 points to Mimicat. Now, enter into the top 15. There are 3, 4, 5 songs with a similar number of points. Maybe you can change these songs 14 to 10, 11 to 13. Who knows? This is very difficult to predict. For me, number 14, this is Monika Linkytė with Stay, Lithuania. 80 points of the jury, very well. Only 30 points of the televote. Will perform between Germany and Israel. Very difficult to stand out, but juries for sure will rate high that. So market thinks this will come in the 20th position of the list, a little bit low for what I am expecting, but maybe market thinks this is not televote friendly and nobody will vote for that. But I'm sure juries will vote in a decent amount of points to Monika. Number 13th in this list, this is Blood and Glitter from Lord of Lost, Germany. Will perform in the 21st position of the big final, as I said before. I think juries won't be so kind with that song. Maybe Finnish jury could give some points, and I predicted 85 points of televote. Market thinks this will be win a lot of more points from televote because this is in the second part. Could stand out just before Lithuania, but it's just after Norway. I'm not so sure how the metalheads will react, if this will have a lot of metalheads voting for Germany, and the people that doesn't like metal songs, maybe the visuals will be a motive to vote for them. I don't know. I think 13th position in this entry that will make proud German people. I think it's a good position, 110 points, but market thinks this will end in 21st position. There's a controversy, but because they are expecting a lot of points in televote, but they rank in 21 in this entry. So I'm not sure, could go other way. So, but I like so much this entry. Number 12, another big bombastic entry. This is Croatia. Mama Shh, Let 3 will perform just before the last one between UK and Slovenia. So this is very clear for me. Only 15 points for the jury. Maybe some juries will understand the song and will understand the satire, not the clever lyrics, but the meaning of the song. But beforehand, I only put 15 points to Croatia and 100 of points to the televote. Maybe more. 25th position in the running order. Maybe more televote points for Croatia. 150 points, and market is expecting fighting Let 3 for the top 15, which will be great. Number 11th, this is Samomis Espada, Look Black, Serbia, will perform sadly in the number 5 of the running order, just before France and after Poland. I say sadly because I'm not so sure if this will stand out. Has some problems vocally, not for him, just for the organization that had some problems about the sound, about the mixing in the first entries in semi-final 1. Hopefully this will be solved for the final. Market thinks this will come bottom 5. Wow. It's true that Serbia has not a lot of support from other Balkanic countries because there's no Macedonia, there's no Montenegro, there's no, of course, Bosnia. Some votes for Croatia, and it's difficult because there's not a lot of countries voting in the jury for Serbia, and also in the televote. Past year was a very good year for Serbia because song was amazing. This year, in the fifth slot of the rank order, I'm not so sure. I put him 40 points for the jury and 75 points of the televote. It's a very difficult one, maybe less points, I don't know. 115 points. Market thinks this will end in the rock bottom, in the bottom 5 of the list. It's very difficult for me imagine Serbia in the bottom 5, but who knows? Running order is very powerful here. We are entering in the top 10. This is Voyager with Promise, Australia. 15th position in the running order, just before Belgium and after Czechia. I predicted 50 points, solid 50 points for the jury, maybe even more, because maybe some juries will appreciate the how well this sounds, okay? And 90 points of the televote, maybe even more, but I think this kind of points will be shared because between Croatia, Germany, Australia and other rock songs, maybe Slovenia, but I only give 20 points to Slovenia. Finally, Australia, in my prediction, ends with 140 points. Market think this will fight for the top 15, but it's not a top 10. Who knows? Number 9, also my top 10 of this year, Armenia. This is Brunette with Future Lover. Will perform in the 17th position of the running order between Belgium and Moldova. Cool shine in this spot. 80 points for the jury because I think they will appreciate vocals of Brunette, and 80 points of the televote. This should be a higher mark in the televote, but I'm not so sure that people that don't listen the song, didn't listen the song before, will be on board ahead of other boobs as I don't know, Israel, Croatia, Germany, some bombastic songs, okay? But next position for Armenia, very good after the past year snap with Rosalind that ended in the low part of the scoreboard. So number 8, I have to say there is a huge gap in my predictions between the number 8 and ahead and the number 8 and below. Maybe I'm wrong. I said before this is very difficult to predict. Maybe televote could go either way, both the most bombastic songs or both bigger the ballads, but there's a 15 points between the 8th and the 9th. So Italy 210 points. This is of course Marco Mengoni, my top 10 near the top 5 with Due Vite. 145 jury points, maybe more. But I thought in this opinion juries will concentrate their votes in the first 5 of the ranking, okay? And only 65 telepoints. This is why I have watched some kind of animated version, not because Marco, of course, he's wonderful, because market and people thinks this is another boring Italian ballad, and this is quality, but I'm not sure about what the market is thinking. In this moment, market puts Marco fighting for the top 10, which is fabulous, but I'm not so sure about the televote because this kind of ballads are not for everyone. Are for me, of course, I hope that for you too, but I'm not so sure about the televote. Number 7th, Norway. Norway was fighting for the win since the very beginning, but I'm not so sure about that. Marco will perform in the 11th position in the trio of ballads, Sweden, Albania, Italy and Estonia. So more telepoints are gone from Italy for this reason. too many ballads in the same spot. Okay, so Norway will perform 20th between Ukraine and Germany. Very difficult too. I gave Norway 95 jury points. Her vocals weren't the best in the semi-final, but as I said before, this probably was due to the bad sound mixing at the beginning of the performances. Also, Alessandra was nervous, but I think in the final will be okay. So 95 points for the jury and 125, only 125. This song, people is on board of this song, but in the moment of the vote, probably will concentrate their votes in the first 2 of 3 countries. This is why I put only 125 points, and Norway ends in the same position, 220 points. Market obviously think this is going to fight for the top 15. No, top 5. Sorry, I put top 5. Yeah, obviously top 5. For sure, out of the race to win the competition. We are going to talk about that after in the first 2 slots. Who could win the competition? There are any dark horse in the competition? We'll know shortly. Okay, Israel, number 6 in my list. Noah Kirel with Unicorn will perform in the position 23 of the list. Between Lithuania and Slovenia, will stand out for sure. 130 points of the jury. I watched her performance in the semi-final. Was okay, I like it, but I'm not seeing that as a mind-blowing performance. Was all about the dance break. Vocals were okay in this kind of cage. There's not a performance that starts with your mind-blowing, only in the second part, and for this reason I only gave her 150 points in the televote. She's 4th in the televote rank, as I put in my notes. Market is thinking fighting for the top 5, obviously, and I gave her 130 points of the jury because I think jury will appreciate her vocals, but won't be a Spain 2022 for the jury, appreciating only the performance and the choreo and stuff like that. So 6th position, maybe you are waiting more for Noah, but in my notes, adding the jury points and the televote points, ended in 6th position. So we are heading to the top 5. Now we have to make a question. There will be any dark horse this year? My answer is no, because of the odds. Okay, I have to say France performing in the first half of the semi-final, position number 6, very difficult to win the contest. Odds to win the contest for France are 90-1 in a chance, so there's no country in history of Eurovision that won Eurovision from the number 6 and with odds 90-1. Okay, the combination of the running order and the odds is very bad for La Sarra and Uuden from France, but I gave her 200 jury points, maybe more. There's an entry that people market white to be 2nd in jury mark, would be great for her, but I only put her 140 televote points. This is why market is thinking that this entry will end outside of the top 15 in the televote. I don't know, I think will end in my notes. This is, bear with me one moment, 3, 4, 6, maybe 5 or 6 in the televote. It's a good performance, good vocals, good song, but wow, market is thinking that it's not in the top 15 of the televote. I put her in the overall in the 5th position, and obviously no other horse not pushing for the win because of the odds, the running order, the wild first half of the final. It is what it is. I like the song. Some people is expecting to be other horse. I'm not. Okay, objectively here, honest opinion. Number 4, Spain, very close to France. I predicted France with 280 points. Israel. France with 335 points, 355 points for Spain. We performed just before Lorraine, very difficult stuff. Okay, 210 points for jury mark. Market is thinking this will end third in the jury mark, and 145 points in the televote. Again, market is thinking this will end in the low part of the top 15. I don't know. I think televote will go big for France and Spain, but the running order, the prevision of the market, putting France and Spain in that bad position in televote, ends with Spain in 4th position. For sure will be a fight between Spain, France, Israel for that position, but I'm very confident. I don't like it, but I'm very confident that the top 3 will be as follows. Number 3, Ukraine, that performs in the 19th position in this in the running order. I think that war is on, so jury and televote will go big for that. It's an okay song, it's an okay performance. For me, it's not mind-blowing, but I put Ukraine with 380 points, so 165 of the jury, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe top 5 in the jury. Past year, Ukraine was top 4 in the jury, and 215 points from the televote. Market is expecting Ukraine ending in the top 2 of the televote again. So for this reason, for the running order and for what the market thinks, I put Ukraine in the 2nd position. France, odds to win 90 to 1 in a change market. This is what counts. Spain 80 to 1. Ukraine 15 to 1. Ukraine has still a chance. For the history of Eurovision, no country has won Eurovision at odds 20 to 1 in a chance, 10 to 1 in bookmakers. We are not going to talk about the bookmakers because our odds are bad. Odds are not fair. A change is the better way to review, in my opinion. So, 3rd position, Ukraine. We are heading to the top 2. Will Karja win Eurovision, or even Lorraine will win? In my opinion, there's only a 40 points difference between these two, and jury mark will be key. As you know, jury loves Sweden, and now, and the past year, that Sweden has a good song, good performer, and also experienced and well-known winner of Eurovision in 2012, Lorraine. So, in my opinion, Finland will come 2nd. Is closing the 1st semi-final. This gives Karja some kind of advantage from Lorraine, because Lorraine is in the middle of some ballads, and Karja will for sure shine. But jury mark is the key. I predicted 180 points to Karja, 255 points to Lorraine. I hope I'm wrong. Why? Because I want an exciting televote. If Lorraine is ahead Karja or other country for more than 70 points, it's over. It's over because market is thinking Lorraine will come 2nd or 3rd in the televote. I predicted 250 points for Karja, maybe a little bit more if some countries won't receive any points, as Poland, Slovenia, Albania, Belgium, Estonia. You don't know with the televote. And Lorraine 215 points. I positioned Lorraine as a second or third in the televote, but something is very clear. To win Eurovision, you has to be fourth as maximum in the jury mark and second as maximum in the televote. The problem here is that Katja is fourth in the jury and first in the televote, but I think the jury mark will mark the difference. And another important thing, Lorraine is 65% favorite to win the whole thing, and as a market specialist, I never ever saw in my life a 65% favorite to win Eurovision to flop. So Katja is 6-1 to win the competition according to the exchange market, and Lorraine is in decimal odds is 1.50. 1.50 because the running order. So yesterday Lorraine was 1.4 in the exchange market. Now it's a little bit worse, but still market is confident that Lorraine is winning the competition. ¿Por qué? I like the song. I think the song is a 7.58 out of 10. I like the performer. I think the performer is also at 8 out of 10. But I think Finland, Spain and other countries has something more unique, something to remember. For the good of Eurovision, it's needed that the winners are remembered. We for sure remember Euphoria because it was an amazing song, but that song Tattoo from Lorraine and Sweden, we saw this song win many times, won't change the history of Eurovision. Of course, ABBA in the 70s changed the history of Eurovision. Finland, if Finland could win with Cha 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 and this majestuosic performance and this clever lyrics, he's explaining the story of a man that is in a bar in an awkward situation because he wants to dance but he's too shy, and people is expecting that a real man don't dance and don't show himself to the world. This is an amazing song in an amazing language in Finnish. Finland is more than 15-18 years without win Eurovision Song Contest, more than 18 years, and would be absolute bonkers. But if you ask me, being objective, Lorraine is winning Eurovision for sure. All the looks to all my countries, Italy, Portugal, and of course Spain. If you are from Spain and you enter to this video, to this clip, waiting for Blanca Paloma to win, it's not happening because Blanca Paloma is at odds 80-1. It's in the first half of the competition just before Lorraine. So, no options here. I'm hoping for Spain at top 5. Will be very great at top 3, but I'm not so sure. With this video, we'll ending a series of 70 videos talking this season about the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. This will be the last video of the season. Maybe we make another video reviewing the final and reacting to the final. If the jury vote is adjusting, if it's tight, I will react to the final. If not, maybe not. Okay, so very good luck to all the countries. Take care and we see you in next videos. Bye bye.